my biggest contribution is that I'm a living example that bodybuilding can be really, really healthy.
Healthy? Really? What's up? What's going on, everybody? So today, let's find out. Okay, I wanna watch about Bery de Maye. Bery de Maye say bodybuilding can be healthy. Okay, you can doing bodybuilding in your lifestyle, and be the bodybuilder and being healthy at the same time. So let's watch. Do we agree, and does this make sense? I'm gonna give my opinion in the last video. Okay, so before we go jump up into it, please click the bell button, subscribe, and let's go. We talk about this.
As a competitor and as a coach, right? If you look back at it, what do you think is your biggest contribution, to the sport of bodybuilding?
My contribution to the sport, well, it changed over the years, and I'm really, really convinced that my contribution today is that I can show. I started when I was like 16 years old, and I'm in a couple of months I'm turning 60 years old, and I think my biggest contribution is that I'm a living example that bodybuilding can be really, really healthy.
Wow, this is interesting, guys. This is interesting. So Bery de Maye have something like the contribution for our bodybuilding sports, right? Bodybuilding sports. He already gave the contribution and show us that bodybuilding could be healthy if you doing correctly and properly. Let's watch the continue. What's the Bery de Maye example, him contribution as a healthy bodybuilder?
Really? Okay. Even competitive professional bodybuilding can be healthy, you say?
It can. It's for sure. I'm convinced about it because I'm willing to talk about even what I did back in the days, and not really much changed as far as that perspective for me.
Not changed? Well, maybe it's just the perspective from himself, just from Bery de Maye. But for me, what I see, okay, if we compare the old days until now, okay, for right now, modern era, there's a lot of the change, okay? There's a lot of the change. From the knowledge, educations, the technology, all of the stuff, it's already changed. Have so much and a lot of change.
And there are a lot of examples for bodybuilders that are still healthy. They're good friends of me, like Lila Brada, a lot of a good example.
Okay, if you say the example is like a Lila Brada, I'm agree, okay? Because we still have the longevity people when they compete in back day, okay? But still healthy right now, For the example, like a Sean Ray, like a Rich Gaspari, I think. I don't know, maybe Rich Gaspari still healthy or not. Maybe he don't have any injured or not, I don't know. Lila Brada, of course, I still believe it. Who else? But just a few people, right? Not so much, not so much. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay, who already popular, the icon of bodybuilding, he's not healthy right now. To be honest, guys, it's in my opinion, okay? So just a few people and just a little bit people can handle and can be healthy at the same time when you're doing bodybuilding lifestyle. That's my opinion.
And I think the biggest thing is the consistency in the lifestyle. And nowadays, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say nowadays. It always has been like this. You see a lot of people, they peak for a competition, and they actually, they're a couple of weeks in a year they are in shape, and the rest of the year they are not in shape. So that's maybe in the old days that was different. We kind of were in a pretty decent shape all year round, and well, it pays off now.
Well, I love when you say the consistency in the lifestyle. Okay, that's the key, one of the key. Well, I love and I think that's really true. I'm really agree with that. But what I don't like and what I don't love from your statement is, Bery Demayo, to be honest, your judge and your thinking always compare your days, your era with now era. Okay, we cannot compare that. Okay, maybe in your opinion your era it's more healthy than right now, okay, than nowadays, now era, but you cannot compare every era because the globalization has changed, so you need to adapt and you cannot make it the same and compare the old days to nowadays. Okay,
we actually had to go to the library. A friend of my dad was a doctor. We had to learn, about the body and ask those kind of things. But the most importantly is that we had to listen to our body. So now, of course, on the internet you can search for how to build muscle. You will find about like 100 things. But at that time, you only had your body as a reference. So you only had to you could like watch in the mirror. What is going to happen when I do this or that? So basically, really, I always has been pretty stubborn, and never really wanted to listen to people in when I was younger.
so to be honest, in this generation interview and Bery Demayo's statement, okay, I cannot find where is the statement that Bery Demayo show and give us, for example, how bodybuilding lifestyle could be done properly. That means when I see, okay, what in my mind, what I couch and get the topic is, you can be Mr. Olympia and be healthy at the same time. That's my first impression and my first thing in my mind, right? Do you guys same with me? I wanna know, okay guys? So tell me if you're really thinking the same and have some perspective with me, right? Like I said before, I'm gonna bring my opinion in the last video, okay? So, can you doing bodybuilding lifestyle, being the best bodybuilder and be healthy at the same time? If you're thinking about logic, okay? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Why? How? Okay? So listen, it depends on how far you take it all of the stuff. Okay, we all know what make the bodybuilding not really healthy. Okay, it because all of the drugs and all of the technology what we all already done using. Okay, so many people using this over. Yeah, we can say all of the drugs, all of these drugs and all of these things anabolic have some kind of like the benefit and value, still have the benefit and value, but the wrong way, okay, the wrong way with nowadays, okay, with right now, we just overdoses, and that makes the value and benefit from what we talking and what we taking for all of this stuff, we cannot get it. We cannot get all of the value and benefit. It's just because you're overdose and thinking if I take more, I'm gonna bring more result. I gotta get more result and I gotta winning that show, get the title first. That's always being our mindset, right? So, do you guys agree with me? It could be healthy. It depends on how far you're take it, how far you're doing it in the bodybuilding lifestyle. That's what I know because the diet, the training, the rest, all of these things, it's healthy. This is the routine of the healthiest in life. But what we need to bring our attention is when it comes to the taking all of this stuff, okay, like a drugs, anabolic, and all of this stuff. I don't need to explain what all of the anabolics and all of the drugs gonna works and how they work, right? I don't need to explain all of this topic. So, if you wanna be the best bodybuilder of all time and you're gonna be the best in the history bodybuilder, beat the Ronnie Coleman history for be the king of bodybuilding. Of course, I'm 100% said you cannot be healthy, okay? Because you need to take more far if you wanna beat the Ronnie Coleman as a king bodybuilding from the history standpoint, from the physics standpoint, from the title and crown standpoint. It's not gonna be healthy. Trust me, guys, it's not gonna be healthy. So that's my perspective and that's my opinion about do you really can being healthy and be the best doing bodybuilding lifestyle at the same time. So that's my opinion and hopefully this video can bring the benefit and value information to all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host Joan Sagala, signing out. May God bless you all.